part one of this saga is this recently published phone call, which I will also link in the description. Basically, some Indian guy calls me trying to help me relieve my debt. He tries to connect me to someone named Michael. Michael suspects I'm a prank caller, so he hangs up on us and he just keeps trying, and eventually he connects me to this group, which is this second part of the call. It's not really spicy, nothing exciting happens, but I do need to publish this to prove that this is where the calls are going. Enjoy.
Is it man the line?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Please wait while we connect your call. This call may be recorded for quality verification. Thank you for calling United Debt. This is Mike on a recorded line. How can I help you?
Yeah, I have Mr. Lindsay, and she has a funds debt of 14,000 for credit card. So can you please assist for that?
Yeah, I can talk with her. How you doing today, ma'am?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So just very clear, it's gonna be, and I'm sorry, is this a sir, ma'am?
Ma'am.
Ma'am, okay. Just wanted to make sure. I just want to make sure it was correct. I just got to verify a few things with you, and then I can talk with you to see if there's something I can help you with. What state do you live in, ma'am?
California.
California. Okay. And do you have at least $10,000 of a credit card that you're trying to pay off?
Yes.
Okay. And then if we could help you with something, would a monthly payment of at least $250 a month be something affordable for you?
Yes.
Okay, very good. All right. So I'm just going to verify this phone number I have for you. That's always a good number for in case we disconnect.
Yes.
Okay, very good. And then do you have a valid email just so I can send you all my information so you have it?
Yeah, it's just my first name and last name, 56@gmail.com.
Perfect. And if you don't mind, can you just verify your first and last name for me?
Lindsay Gardner.
Perfect. Okay. And with Lindsay, is it Lindsay?
Correct.
Okay. So it's Lindsay Gardner 56@gmail.
Correct.
Perfect. Okay. So I'm sending you this email. Now, this will come from Michael Donahue. This will give you all of my information as well as my company. But we're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Been in business over a decade, and we have excellent ratings on Google and Trustpilot, so you'll be in good hands here. But just to start, Lindsay, what exactly is it you're looking to try to take care of?
I really just would like to get above the interest payments because, I could, if I really buckled down and, budgeted, I could handle the debt. But, I mean, the interest is just so insanely high. And, of course, if you don't make the statement in full, then the interest piles on top of that, and then piles on top of interest, and it's just impossible to get out from under it.
Yeah. It's just the way they design credit cards, revolving interest rates, when you make a minimum payment, 50 to 60% of what you pay goes towards interest, and then when you carry that balance over at the month, like you're saying, it just accrues interest as it builds there and as it stays there. So, yeah, it's just, you have a credit card of $5,000, it'll take you 15 years to pay off, depending on what the interest rate is. So, yeah, it's a tough obstacle to certainly deal with. How much debt is it in total that you think you have, Lindsay?
I'd say it's around 14,000, 12,000 being credit cards, and a little under 2,000 being a personal loan.
Gotcha. Okay. And with the monthly payments, you said you're on time with them. It's just right now, it's just making payments, just not a lot of progress due to the interest rates.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. No problem. Yeah. So, I could definitely look into seeing if there's something we can do to help you out and making things a little easier. What I'd have to be able to do for you, Lindsay, just to give you a quick little run through, with every client, the first step we have to be able to do is just like a soft credit check. That does not impact your credit score at all. It's just so we can essentially verify the debts and balances you have. Then from there, we can talk about what we can look into, how we can help you, see what kind of payment and term would work for you, and see with what we can get you approved for, if it's something that would help you out.
Okay.
All right. You okay if we do a soft check?
Yeah.
All right. What I'm going to do first, Lindsay, I'm going to verify your address. I'll just work a little backwards.
Right.
Can you verify the zip code where you live?
90813.
Okay. And what city or town in California is that?
Long Beach.
Okay. Very good. And what is your current street address?
1081 Long Beach Boulevard.
Okay, perfect. And then what is your date of birth?
November 3rd, 1956.
Okay. And then your social?
457.
Okay. And just to confirm, you said the birthday year was 5-6 or 6-6?
56.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure of that. All right. So just give me about 30 seconds. I'm doing the soft check now. Again, this won't impact you. Once I pull it up, I'll just verify the debts that I say.
So while we wait, who's Kevin?
Kevin.
The gentleman I spoke to before I spoke to you.
Oh, so it's a call center. So with the leads that we have, so we're a very big company. We're based in New York. We have a lot of people that inquire at some points where, for example, you may have inquired in the past from like an online form, even if it's something basic. If we never touched base with the client in the past, we just hire. So it's a call center that just reach out to old age leads that we never connected with the first go round.
So they don't cold call people unsolicited, violating the do not call list, right? It's like at some point or another, this person expressed interest. So if you're new here, that whoosh sound means that someone left the active conversation. Either they hung up or they got disconnected or something happened. So essentially Michael was gone. There's two possibilities here. The first one is that Kevin was still listening in on the conversation and decided to drop Michael when I started my line of questioning about unsolicited calls. And that's supported by the fact that when Michael left, the call didn't drop immediately. There was still someone else connected to me for a few seconds. It was silence, but someone else was. Another possibility is that my credit report didn't come back, and so Michael decided just to hang up. I don't believe that one because normally when that happens, they'll ask to reconfirm the spelling of my name, my date of birth. They want to go over the details again to make sure there was no mistake made on their end and try to run the report again. Considering the fact that Michael just kind of dropped off mid-response, I highly believe that Kevin was still listening, did not want me to tell Michael that it was an unsolicited call, even though I technically already did, and just cut him off. And I've had that happen before with other scammers. Anyway, here's the email he sent me, and I find it hilarious that they're emphasizing the Better Business Bureau. As if anyone gives the slightest shit about the Better Business Bureau. Unfortunately, Michael did not call me back, but someone else from United Debt did. Hello? Hello?
Speak to Lindsay, please.
Speaking?
Hey, Lindsay, Jason with United Debt on a recorded line. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing really well, thank you. I just followed up in regard to your inquiry in regard to debt consolidation. Do you have a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. It looks like you spoke to one of my colleagues in the past, potentially, or no?
Yes.
How did that conversation go?
It wrapped up about 3 seconds ago.
Oh.
He asked me for my social. We're gonna do a credit pool. I had spoken to someone in like an Indian call center before I spoke to him, named Kyle, I think. No, Kevin. His name is Kevin. And so I asked him, who's Kevin? And he's like, oh, well, we have we're a big company, so we have a call center, and we go, look for leads. And so if someone looked into it at some point, but we didn't talk to them, the call center calls out. And I'm like, so the call center doesn't call people unsolicited, it's because you expressed interest. And he's like, yeah. And then the call cut off. And then you called. So I'm like, that was weird. Excellent timing. Excellent timing.
Very odd. So you didn't speak to Michael directly then?
I did, yeah. That's what I was asking him, because I talked to someone else first, then I talked to him. It was a warm transfer, so I'm like, so who did I talk to you before then? And he was mid-explanation before the call just cut off, and so...
Okay, so he's working with you directly then? That's what I'm understanding then? Is that correct?
I guess. I don't know why the call terminated. I don't have a callback number for him because... That's why I was asking about the call center, because the phone number on the caller ID is like some random 209 number, and it's spoofed. It goes nowhere. So I don't have a valid callback number for him. So if he's working on it, I guess I wait for him to call me.
It looks like credit report pulled, but nothing is reporting on your credit.
Huh.
That's what it looks like to me. So you have nothing reporting at this point on your credit report.
Does that mean that I don't actually owe the money? I'm good to go?
I'm not saying that. I'm not credit advisor.
I
I'm
know,
just
I know.
letting
You
you know
can't, you
how it's
can't say that.
reporting.
I know. I'm making a joke.
Yeah. So at this point, we just don't have a viable option for you at this point.
Why would that happen though? That's so weird.
I would contact Equifax directly and say I spoke to a finance company. They pulled a soft pull on my credit, and nothing is reporting. Why is that? Unless you have your credit frozen or there's some type of fraud alert on your credit from the past, something like that.
I mean, it is frozen, but do freezes also prevent soft pulls?
Correct. Yes, you need to unfreeze your credit and then follow back up with us when that's been accomplished.
I thought freezes only prevented hard pulls.
No, it's going to be any type of inquiry. Any type of credit pull, excuse me.
Credit freezes do not prevent soft pulls. In fact, your existing creditors can soft pull your report as much as they want. And for example, for my report, American Express checks my credit report every couple of days, presumably to make sure that my balances aren't skyrocketing without their knowledge so they can, hedge their risk. It's a little embarrassing that I, just some random scam baiter, knows more about his industry than he does. Anyway, I ask him how long we have to wait after I unfreeze my reports to be able to proceed. He says 1 to 2 business days. In reality, when you thaw a report, it thaws within minutes and you can pull it, within minutes. Maybe it's the safe answer he's given, but again, he knows jack shit about how credit reports work, which is quite embarrassing. He promises to email me his contact information, which he doesn't, and that's the end of that. Every time I get a scam call, I call back the number in the caller ID just to see, just for curiosity's sake. Why not? And I never show that in the videos because 99.99999% of the time it's a spoofed number and it goes nowhere. But on occasion, it does lead to like a call center or a scammer or something. And I do highlight that when I find that to happen. So in this case, there's a 209 number. Now, always those are usually spoofed because as I've covered before, the 209 area in California is like the middle of nowhere. It doesn't cover any major cities. There's no reason for any of these companies to have like a 209 number. But United Debt does. So, why would this New York company have a 209 number? So I called it to find out where it goes.
Nikolai from United Settlement. How can I help you?
That's weird. Hello?
Yeah.
Why is it ringing?
How can I help you? I'm sorry?
Do you hear ringing on your end?
No.
Okay. I just want to confirm the report is with Equifax, correct?
I'm sorry? I don't understand.
The reports you guys pour with Equifax, correct?
I'm not sure. Who are you?
You're with United Debt Settlement, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I spoke first to Michael and then to some other person, and this is the caller that showed up on the caller ID, so I'm calling it back because I had a follow-up question, but I guess it doesn't go to him either. It goes to someone else.
Okay. Because it says that you're calling us from anonymous. There's no number.
That's extra weird. Also, it's still ringing on my end. I know you can't hear it, but it's just like.
No, I could hear that. I could hear that slightly.
So weird.
Wait, but you're dealing with personal debt, right?
Right.
Okay, so let me put you on a brief hold. I can connect you with someone that could help you.
Sure.
Yeah, they would just need some more information because again, it says anonymous. There's no name or number. I'm not sure, but I'll connect you with someone though. Okay. 1 second. Hi, this is Chris with United Debt. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, I just had a quick question. So I'm getting started with United Debt. I've spoken to several people at this point, and the crux of it is that they were trying to pull the credit report and they couldn't because the report is frozen. So I have to go get that fixed. I just forgot if it's Equifax or Experian. It's one of those two.
Yeah, we look at the Equifax.
Still not sure what that ringing was about. I did call this number again and got assigned to Caleb. I asked him the exact same question. He offered to be my personal consultant on this and gave me his direct line. So essentially, this number just assigns you to whatever random United Debt person is around at the time. It's just a general call center number, essentially. Still not sure why they have a 209 number for that, but there you go. Unfortunately, just like AmeriCorps and Rise Up Debt Solutions, once they can't pull your credit report, it's essentially in the end of the line. They don't really want to talk to you anymore. So I couldn't get any further with these people. But it's good proof that this is where these calls are going. United Debt Settlement, welcome to the list.